Right, now this is a video to talk about clocks, and in this particular case we are going to look at on the hour. So we're going to look at clocks that are every hour. Okay, so the first thing that you're going to need is a piece of paper and a pencil. So if you want to press pause and grab them now, that'll be brilliant. Right, now you should be back from having got your piece of paper and your pencil. So let's have a look at this clock face. First things first, let's go through the basics. We are going to see that there is a long hand here. The long hand will always point to the minutes. So what is a minute? Well, a minute is 60 seconds, but how do you tell a minute on a clock face? Right, if you have a look here, these little dots, these little lines, are minutes, and you can see they go all the way round the clock. So how many minutes are there? Let's have a look. Right, well, we've got, count with me, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15. Oh my goodness, there seems to be quite a lot as I get round. Let's see if we can make this a bit quicker. If I've got 15 minutes and I get to here, here is a quarter turn or a right angle. So if I've got 15 minutes here, and we know that's 15, if I was to take that round and go from here all the way around to here, that would surely be 15 add 15. Could you please work out what 15 add 15 is in your heads and pause it whilst you do it? Right, now you should have got to 15 add 15 is 30. So we've got to 30 to here. So if this half of the clock is 30, then the other half of the clock must be what? Yep, that's right, you got it, it's 30. So put a pause on this video and tell me, what is 30 add 30? Okay, 30 add 30 is 60. So we now know there are 60 minutes all the way around this clock face. Is there another way of checking up on that that's a bit quicker? Let's have a look. Let's count in between this number and this number. And we have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There appears to be 5 minutes in between these two sections. Let's check that. Let's go to the next one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 minutes again. Let's go somewhere else random and check it, and let's try over here. Okay, we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It does appear that all those different sections have 5 minutes in each one. So you know that in between there and there is 5 minutes. Let's see if it still makes 60 as we go around. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yep, I seem to remember it cost 30 before, so yep, good. 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. So, yep, it does. It makes 60 minutes all the way around, and we now know in between each of these numbers is 5 minutes. And that's indicated as well by these slightly bolder and larger lines. So we are going to read some times to tell the hour. So we know when it's 3 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 1 o'clock. Now when I use that vocabulary, you will hear that I have said it in a particular fashion. 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. When you write o'clock, what you're saying is an hour of the clock. And that's written in a particular fashion. How do you think that is written? What you do is you would write the number first, say in this case 8, and it would be 8. Then you'd write the letter O, put an apostrophe in because we've got rid of some of the letters, and then you'd write the word clock. So it'd be 8 o'clock. So you're saying it is the hour. Now how do I know it's 8 o'clock? Well, my minute hand, when it is o'clock, when we're talking about the hour, will always point to the 12. Exactly dead on the 12. If it's not dead on the 12, you've not got to the end of the hour yet. So that's one thing. The long hand is going to point to the 12. But you'll notice the other hand is shorter. So what do you notice about that one? Well, the short hand will always point to where the hour is. So it will always point to which hour it is. You will know that as clocks measure time, you will see that they go round. That minute hand definitely goes round quite quickly. But you'll also see that our hand is moving too. And what that is telling you is saying it's moving away from the beginning of the hour, and it is moving away slowly from the beginning of the hour towards the next hour. And the closer the minute hand gets to the 12, to say there are only a few minutes left, the closer the hour hand gets to the next hour. Wonderful. So, can you tell me what the time is now? The hour hand is pointing to the 9. The 12 is pointing to the 12. The long hand is pointing to the 12. That was a silly thing for me to say. So the long hand is pointing to the 12. So it should be something o'clock. What is it? Put a pause and give me the answer. Hopefully you would have said 9 o'clock because the hour hand is pointing to the 9. I'm going to give you 10 times. So all I want you to do is pause when I say pause, and I want you to write down these 10 times to see if you have got to grips with telling the time for the hour. So let's have a go at the first one. You can see the hour hand going around, and what is that time? Look at where the hour hand is pointing. What number is that? And remember, it's something o'clock. Hit the pause and write that down. Okay, here's your next one, number 2. Right, what time do we have now? The hour hand has moved on to the other side. What's it pointing towards? And it's definitely pointing to the 12, so it's going to be something o'clock. Hit the pause button and write that down. Here is the next one. Okay, can you please hit the pause button and write down what time you think it is now? Here is the next one. Could you please hit the pause button and write down which time you think it is now? Here is the next one. Hit that pause button. What time do you think you're looking at the moment? Here's the next one. Look at the hour hand, it's pointing to the 12. Look at where look at the minute hand, it's pointing to the 12. I do apologise for that. And look at the hour hand, it's now pointing to the 7. So what time do you think it is there? Bit of a clue there because I made a mistake. Write down what do you think the time is now. Okay, here's a new time. Hit that pause button and write down what new time you have here. Here is the next time. If you'd like to hit that pause button and tell me what time you have here. Okay, here is the next time. So, look at the hour hand, what is it pointing to? Hit that pause button and write down what time you think you have here. Okay, here's the last one I'm going to do for you. Have a look at that hour hand. Have a look at that minute hand. What are they pointing to? What does that indicate the time is now? Right, well, hopefully you have a list of around 9 or 10 times you've written down, and I will post the answers to this a little bit later so you can compare them. And if you need a bit further help on the hour aspect of time, I will post another video for you tomorrow. Okay, good luck with this.